Out of all the 47 achievements in the Dead Space Remake, the hardest one easily has to be for beating the game on Impossible mode. On paper, Impossible mode looks to be the most unforgiving challenge in the Dead Space series thus far. But how hard is it really? Well, let's find out. No! On this difficulty, not only does Isaac have the body and combat output of a sickly Victorian child, but we have also entered the realm of permadeath. This means that if you're unfortunate enough to become the lunch of a necromorph or a giant ceiling fan, your playthrough is over, and you'll have to start again from the beginning. There's apparently a way to cheese the permadeath in this game, but I'm not going to be doing that. If I die, whether it be legitimate or a bug, I'll have to take the despair that comes with it. No exceptions. With our achievement conditions now laid out before us, it was time to begin our playthrough. Now, I'm no stranger to permadeath modes, but the potential to lose up to 8 hours of progress is always a bit stressful, especially after finding this out. By the way, chat, fun fact, I should probably tell you guys this. If my controller runs out of battery like so, the game doesn't actually pause. So if I run out of batteries, I'm actually f***ed. I gotta make sure these bad boys are nice and charged. Otherwise, it's not gonna be a good time for me. It's a feature. Yeah. Just kind of hoping that this isn't a problem later down the line. The Dead Space Remake starts just like the original. Everything goes south fast like Californians after they see what they have to pay for taxes, and we have to escape immediately. Things aren't all bad though, because right after this, Dead Space is nice enough to give us the best weapon in the entire game. The plasma cutter is as good as ever, and I still hold the possibly controversial opinion that beating the game with just this gun wouldn't actually make the run that much harder. Our first objective, once we're freed from the shackles of the tutorial, is to repair the tram lines on the ship. And so we go off to do that, hoping we don't end up like this guy. Hello. Oh, he just wanted to drop in and say hello, chat. Don't mind him. He's doing okay, trust me. He's also a contortionist. That's also a important thing to note about him. On our quest to fix the tram cars, we have our first real battle with the necromorphs that goes pretty well. Aye! And we get our stasis, which leads me to almost getting crushed by a door. All right. That was about to start off way worse than I could have ever imagined. These two experiences within the first half hour of the game didn't really help much with the whole stress thing, but I knew I had to adopt a winner's mentality if I wanted to stay focused. So I did what any true winner would do, and with my chat, brainstormed excuses to use in the event of my death. Okay, so we have excuses for I think like 3 deaths so far. We gotta keep coming up with them though, just in case. I mean, hopefully I only die at least 3 times, but if not, then we gotta keep getting the excuses going. What else do we have, chat? What else can I say? The lag did it? Okay, that's 4, nice. The bullets aren't registering. Ooh, I like that. The Counter-Strike excuse, huge. After a very productive think tank with the brightest minds of Twitch chat, all we needed to do to start the transit back up was to get the key card in this unsurprisingly dark room. Now, this area actually has some necromorphs that are playing dead, but are very much alive. With this being the hardest difficulty, you never want to waste ammo on real dead bodies if you don't have to. Luckily, I have come up with a foolproof method of determining whether they're fake or not. Remember the strategy here, okay? If it's got a dumpy, that's the one, okay? So let's see, let's analyze. So that one's flat. That one, you see, there isn't really much of a curve there, if we're being honest, which means this one is going to be the one alive, because I mean, look at that. If we're being realistic, look at that cake. It has to be the right one. Check this out. Like I said, it's actually foolproof. You're welcome for the strategy. Oh, wait, was that guy? Chat? He does have cake. I knew it! It's unmistakable. I'm telling you. With the necromorphs disposed of, we complete our objective and get the tram back online. I was basically done with the first chapter, and other than a few early jitters, it hadn't been too bad. All the combat thus far had basically boiled down to shoot legs and stasis if in trouble. That tactic actually got me through all the early chapters with little issue, but there are a few sketchy encounters that I'll be sure to point out when we get there. I think the most important thing though is that this chapter brought my confidence way back up, and my initial stress finally went down a bit. For now, at least. Big fan. Oh, chat. It recognizes that I'm so hot, it has to cool everything else down. I'm sorry, I'll just take my leave. Please don't kill me. Before moving on, I now had enough money and nodes to start thinking about strategy. I decided to only use 2 weapons throughout the entire playthrough, as this would allow me to max both of them out instead of having a bunch of mediocre weapons for the endgame. Another thing I prioritized was health kits. I know I'm enough of an idiot to get hit in really dumb ways during combat, so I always made sure to have 3 health packs of varying sizes on me at all times before I got anything else from the store. After my shopping spree, the next objective was to find the captain in the medical bay to turn on the ship's primary systems. On the way there, we get our kinesis module, and that opens up the combat a bit more. Now, if you need to save ammo, you can shoot off a necromorph's arm and throw it back at them for an easy kill, or you can just shoot him in the legs to slow him down like usual. But my favorite way to use kinesis by far is to throw useless objects at enemies until they just give up on life. Yeah! Oh shit, hold on. Yeah! Nope. Yeah! Oh, this is just like hitting a fly in real life, chat. Dodge, weave. Yeah. Oh, shit. That kind of worked. All right. No, almost there. Surely. Nope, not quite. Oh, almost there. No. Okay, that's definitely not even doing damage. This is a horror game, by the way. Holy. This is like the Force gun all over again, but worse. Somehow. Ah, there we go. Huge. Just like I drew it up. As you can probably tell by me barely taking the game seriously, the second chapter wasn't the worst thing ever either. The same could not be said of chapter 3 though. The first place you might run into trouble in this chapter is the gondola room. Necromorphs in this area seemingly jump out from everywhere, and it only gets worse on the way back. After turning off all the lights and forgetting to do my objective before taking the gondola back to the other side. Ah, damn it! I'm so stupid! We move on to the second potential run ender, the centrifuge. Okay, time for the first scary part. To be honest, this section is super manageable, but just knowing that if I messed up, I'd die instantly made my butt pucker enough to swallow my entire chair. It's the same with the tentacle that grabs you right after. That thing takes a lot of shots, so each time it happens, I'm pretty sure I was one pull away from being reverse calamari. The last room that I'd watch out for probably isn't a common one, but it just goes to show you should always be on your toes during an impossible run, no matter how easy it seems. Otherwise, something like this could happen. Ooh! No, what? That's so stupid! Ow! What? What are you talking? What the fuck? How? Oh my god. Oh, god damn it. I guess that could have gone worse, but holy shit. Okay, hold on. I need to focus up. I only have 1 health kit left. Coming that close to death 100% scared me straight, and I made sure to be a lot more careful from that point forward. You may have also noticed that I acquired the flamethrower, and this will be the other weapon that I'll be using throughout my impossible run. The flamethrower is way better than it was in the original. If you back up and shoot, you'll stun enemies right before they attack, and it's also incredible at taking out enemies that the plasma cutter struggles with, like the chicken nugget boys and the live squid mukbang guys. Just make sure that during combat you don't accidentally press the special fire button, because I did that a lot of times and I paid for it dearly. With my new weapon in hand and my butt 25.6% less unclenched, it was time to move on to some slightly easier chapters. Alright, that should be fun. Hello, how are you? Okay, let's go over yonder. Oh, okay, is he running at me? F you. Don't run! In my spaceship? Not today. These things are actually really not that bad. In chapter 4, one of the things you'll have to worry about is the electric panels. These can definitely help you out at random times, but you'll also want to watch your footing when you're around them. Thankfully, you will be safe if you step on one accidentally with full health. Don't ask me how I know that. Are these insta-kill, chat? I don't think so, right? It should work like the fire. Just hypothetically, just in case I'm an idiot and back into one of them, you know what I mean? It seems to insta-kill them, so I don't exactly want to test it, you know what I mean? I lied. God damn it. Well, now we know. That's what's important, right? We gained knowledge out of the situation. You're welcome, by the way. After you hopefully don't do what I just did, you'll have the opportunity to play some DDR for a couple of free power nodes and eventually reach the asteroid turret section. Now, I didn't test getting hit by the asteroids, but since I already did the electric panels, I think it's only fair if you do it yourself and get back to me with your findings. This section ends up being pretty simple, and after reprogramming the asteroid turrets, we now need to head back over to medical to start chapter 5. Here we're introduced to Dr. Mercer and his absurdly long-lasting stasis. Bro, hoarding all the power nodes on the ship for his stasis? Right? That's what I'm saying. What the hell is up with this? Why doesn't my stasis last this long, man? He needs to stasis his receding hairline. True, dude. And we're also introduced to the Hunter, who will be chasing us around all chapter until we trap him in the freezer. To me, the Hunter really wasn't that much of a threat, since the shoot off a leg and stasis him strategy was more than enough to keep him at bay. This doesn't mean that I didn't struggle with anything this chapter though. Nope, wrong, no. Game! Pick up the right thing! I'm gonna lose my mind. Please. What? How? How is this? Bro! I can't lose my mind. Stop! Oh my, okay. Have I missed that? Imagine. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. After escaping from medical, chapter 5 is done and you'll need to get to hydroponics to start chapter 6. On the way over though, don't forget to visit this bathroom. It has this really convenient piece of future technology that actually helps you shit yourself while you're in there. Not like this already! Once you get to hydroponics, you're given the objective to assassinate every member of the band Weezer. Yes, I know everyone's made that joke already, but I like to think that I was the first and everyone else is just a faster editor than me. The main dangers in this chapter are the environmental hazards. The Weezers emit toxic fumes that could choke you out if you're not paying attention, and there's this fire section that I definitely didn't want to test for instant deaths this time. Once you're done with all that, you'll get to the game's first boss fight. This boss fight requires you to shoot off its 3 tentacles and then unload into its mouth like it's giving you the Gok Gok 3000. As long as you keep boosting in one direction, the tentacles and projectiles throughout the fight shouldn't give you much trouble. And with that, we move right along to chapter 7. Only posy vibes in the elevator, true. Hopefully. You know, hopefully the necromorphs got the message. They did not get the message. This is all bad. I hate my life. Everything sucks. I am so scared. We're now in the mining deck and have to find an SOS beacon to signal for some help. There are a few things you want to watch out for though if you don't want to have near-death experiences like I did. In the room where you have to cosplay as a space janitor and remove all the debris, make sure to stasis enemies coming from one direction and push through the enemies coming from the other. A lot of them come at once and you don't want to have split attention or else you're going to have a split torso. Another thing you should probably be aware of is this room. I'd recommend doing a lap around here before using any of the shops, otherwise this could happen. No! Ah, come on! This game, 3. Oh, that's so stupid. I keep getting sneak attacks, man. First the stupid store and then the bench. I can't believe it. I'm actually so upset about that. You have no idea, chat. 5. Oh my god, I thought I died, dude. My character stopped moving. Finally, there's the infamous asteroid room. This is actually a lot easier in the remake since the entire zero-G system has been completely overhauled. But that doesn't change the fact that the spinning arms here are still an instant kill even if they're not moving. Hold the line. Don't like that. That could be bad. Test it. Shut the f up. Thank you for not being tethered anymore, payload 8772. That's a number. After the SOS beacon is launched into space, we go from a slightly nerve-wracking chapter into a pretty easy one, with surprisingly very little things that have a good chance of killing you. Well, until we get to the boss fight. For some context, I actually died here during my hard playthrough, so I was a bit nervous going into the fight on Impossible. This time though, I wasn't going in blind and I had a new strategy. When the fight started, I was going to glide to a far ADS cannon first. That way, I'd use the middle cannon second and only have to travel half the distance when the space COVID was sent out. This should have made the fight relatively simple, but like we saw back in chapter 3, even the simple things have a chance of getting you killed if you're not careful. I'm gonna get hit. All right. That's not good. Hate that. Is that really not dead yet? Oh, speaking of scary. Wait, really? That's... Oh, is that 4 hits already? That's not... Okay, hold on. Let's, okay, I need to focus. It would appear. Maybe I should have done the middle one to begin with. I'm not gonna lie. What the f? That's not good, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Could be doing better here. What? That hit me too? I don't know what I'm even at right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really want to know. Me, dude. I'm getting hit by everything. Oh, I'm getting... Wait, I have no health left.
Warning. ADS cannon destroyed.
Oh my god, I ran out of f***ing health.
I've got his ammunition loaded and ready to go.
It's time to go. It's time for me to leave. Whoa, wait, I do have health. What the f? I'm spamming B this entire time. I got a heart attack for no reason. I hate this game. Oh, all right, well, that was unnecessarily horrifying. I was literally pressing B the entire chat. I promise, I was spamming the B button. Just a prank, just a prank. Yo, what the fuck? I was actually about to die for real. Yeah, so I basically almost died because I spammed B while aiming down sights, which actually triggers kinesis instead of my health kits. So pro tip, don't do that. The stress of the run was really starting to set in at this point. I'm 6 hours deep, and if I slip up at any time, my progress and sanity has the chance of disappearing completely. With that in mind, my reaction to finally reaching chapter 9 might be a bit more understandable. Okay, let us proceed. I am now scared again. I don't want to be here anymore. Never mind. Back we go, chat. That's where the real adventure is, let me tell you. I sure do love backtracking. This chapter introduces the Twitchers. These guys are really fast, and the only way to slow them down are the stasis packs on their chest. With a plasma cutter alone, things can get ugly fast if you're not careful. That's why we have the flamethrower though, because actually aiming is for losers. It really didn't help my nerves that chapter 9 has the most infamous insta-kill in the game either. The missile room is a place that anyone who's played the remake before can attest to dying to. Basically, if either of the necromorphs in here explode, it's an instant GG. So the moment I entered the room, I knew I needed to focus. I think we're here. Oh, it's the time, chat. Is it? Yep, we made it to the room. Okay, good. Okay, good. You can shoot in here, right? Like you're able to shoot your gun, right, chat? You can just shoot your gun. Cause if I walk up to that explosive and die, not good. Absolutely yes. You can shoot. You can shoot. You can shoot. Who knows? Don't say who fucking knows. Or being serious here, right? You can shoot. Just don't explode anything. Nah, just kidding. Thankfully, you can actually shoot in here, and my worst nightmare was over. Oh, we're free! Oh, God. Holy shit, it's just the worst. It makes me feel so sick. Get out while you still can. I am way ahead of you, brother. After that, we fight through the cargo bay, skip the shooting range because F that, and finally make our escape from the USM Valor. Our next objective brings us to the crew deck, but the objective doesn't really matter. What really matters is that it's time for 0G basketball. This is when I knew I was getting nervous. This minigame is really easy, and on my hard playthrough, I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a single shot. Here though, I basically transformed from normal Steph Curry into Steph Curry when he needs to make a shot for charity. Oh, shit. Oh no! I've never missed in my life at 0G basketball. Now I feel like a giant scrub. Wait, what the f is happening with me? Uh-oh. This is not good. Okay, hold on. Now I'm missing on purpose, surely. Snam with the massive ball handling skills. I do know how to handle balls, chat. Let me tell you, I'm an expert. No! I got hit by fucking Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh, how did I even miss that? That was literally the game winner. Game 7 on the line. Season on the line! Oh, gosh. Actual Giga Choker. Snam playing like primetime Kirk Cousins, unfortunately. True. You don't gotta do me like that, surely, right? Despite some uncharacteristic misses, I still got all the rewards for beating level 6 and moved on with the actual story. We now have to go to each section of the crew quarters to clear some tendrils on the way to the marker. Along the way, you'll have to hold out against enemies in each room, but this shouldn't give you too much trouble if you've gotten this far. Well, maybe. No, I can't move! Okay, well, the doubters win. Hold on, I need to focus though. I need to focus. Jesus Christ. Hold on, sorry chat. That was a little more chaotic than it needed to be. Holy shit, what the hell happened to me? Once that's done, it's time to have our final battle with the hunter. There are a lot of random necromorphs that drop down throughout the fight, so you can either take them all out before focusing on the hunter, or you could do what I did and speedrun the hunter kill so all the enemies despawn. Oh, don't hurt me, thank you. Okay, hold on. He's right behind me, isn't he? Nice. Hog. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well that was chaos. One last thing you'll need to do to beat the chapter is to take the marker out of storage. This is actually one of the harder parts since there isn't much room to work with and the giant tentacles can wipe half your health. Marker is marking my mind right now. Whoa, ow! What the Oh, ow! Ah, Jesus Christ. If you survive that though, it's on to chapter 11, which is really easy. All you need to do is head back to the flight deck and load the marker onto the shuttle. There are only 2 standard enemies that come at a time here, so it should be no issue considering you can probably just take them out with your killer good looks alone. Right before you board the shuttle though, I would recommend saving and not overwriting this save no matter what. There have been a lot of reports of soft locking in the last chapter, and you wouldn't want to ruin your run because you can only reload a save in which the marker doesn't spawn. With our safety save done, it was time to venture forth into the final chapter of the game. My nerves were at all-time highs here. I was now 8 hours in and could potentially get this on my first try. I knew I just needed to calm down and focus up. However, this happening really didn't help. Well... Whoa, ow, what? What am I getting? Wait, what the f am I getting hit by? What was that? What the f is happening? What? What the f was that? Despite almost dying to a chameleon with a knife, I still had to push on and make sure my last 8 hours were unwasted. So, after composing myself, I attempted to fight my way through the final chapter. I'm taking a break. I almost crushed myself. I almost fucking died. That was horrifying. Woo! Once I placed the marker back on its pedestal, it was time to take on the final boss. The final boss is most likely going to be the toughest thing you'll face all game, which means when you get there, get ready for the fight of your life. Or that's what I would say if it was a challenge, which it's not. It's actually depressingly easy as long as you keep running from side to side during its incredibly telegraphed attacks. And although the shaking part at the end was enough to give my butt the puckering power of a black hole, this was the final result. Ooh, okay. Is that it? I actually don't know. I'm actually completely unsure if that's it or not. Let's go! We did it! Oh my god, my heart hurts. I actually feel ill. So, at the end of all this, I think we've determined that the Dead Space Remake's impossible difficulty isn't actually that bad. In terms of rankings, I'd say that this impossible mode is like Weenie Hut Juniors, the original Dead Space is Super Weenie Hut Juniors, and Dead Space 2 is the Salty Spittoon. I haven't done Dead Space 3 yet though. Will it be Weenie Hut General, or will it be Sandy Cheeks Dome? Well, if you want to find out, then hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss it. Also, if you haven't watched my Dead Space 2 video yet, where I end up dying a lot, you can click here to do just that. Finally, I'm also attempting all these challenges live on Twitch. So, if you'd also like to join in on one of these adventures, then follow me there as well. With that, I'll see you all in the next one.